In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about add-ins. We're going to give you an introduction about the difference between add-ins and scripts, and then we're going to show you how to create an add-in. So if we go to Fusion 360, we're familiar with this button, the add-ins button up here. We've used this to create scripts. Now, to give you a quick overview of the difference between scripts and add-ins, the main difference is that scripts run once and then they end. Add-ins, on the other hand, they run and then they continue to run in the background. So for example, my Lab 2 pulley, if I run this script, it's going to run, it's going to create a lot of geometry, and then it's done and it's over. Add-ins, on the other hand, continue to run in the background, and they can do a lot of things. So, for example, all of these with the circle to the right of them, it means that the add-in is currently running. So all of these are running. So let me show you what some of the things are. So since they are running, we are able to see buttons up here, and we're able to get dialog boxes from them. So if the add-in wasn't running in the background constantly, we wouldn't be able to see the button. We wouldn't be able to use the dialog boxes. So we want to have add-ins and we want to have them running continuously so people can use them, use our buttons, and use the dialog boxes. So in order to create an add-in, it's the same way. Down here to the bottom left, we do create, and then we choose add-in, choose the language that we want, call it anything, and then give it a description, author, and version. And notice over here on the right hand side, we can choose whether to run it on startup or not. What that means is, as soon as you open Fusion 360, do you want your add-in to run? And typically you do. Typically right when somebody starts Fusion 360 or when you start Fusion 360, you want your buttons, you want your dialog boxes to show up. Now we do recommend that perhaps when you're still debugging or first creating your code that you do not choose this option. So that way you can do a lot of debugging. You can run through your code, and if you have a problem, it doesn't already ruin your system every time you open Fusion 360. So I'm not going to start it or run it on startup. I'm going to create that. Notice I've created several, and none of them are running currently, but I could run them and I could stop them as well. So I can stop all of these ones and that as well, but we do recommend, and then later you can have it run on startup if you would like, but we recommend not doing that at the very beginning. So that's a quick overview of the difference between scripts and add-ins and how to create an add-in.